on the 24th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Using his legs, it's Tavai. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen. Hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Gets it out fast. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. First down here for the offense. The inside handoff. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Might as well give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Hand off from the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The offense set for a first down play. The lone back's got it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. He lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
To the air. It's Slater. Got his man downfield.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, NC State 7, Notre Dame 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work.
42 Spider. Ready.
Just going to keep it after the snap. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why...
Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They want Wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Looking to pass. It's Slater. Throws to the wideout. Got his man.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep. And that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
On second down, wants to throw it, using the quick game. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He's looking to throw it. Going over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Getting some heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, NC State.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gonna take a shot. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, NC State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a crease. It's Tavai. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half. With the score, NC State 28, Notre Dame 7.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Back to throw, it's Slater. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage to get it to the 33. NC State going up tempo. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen,
It's complete. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dude.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the punishment has been extended.
and the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over First and 10.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the opening one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Giving him his pads. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Dances away from the heat. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
5, Notre Dame 7.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Cut it. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback checking the play. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him down after he makes the catch. NC State quick to the line.
Second down coming up.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. He slings it deep to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a third and long.
Black 24.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Going up top on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Blasted as he lets it go. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Notre Dame right back to the line. Snap in the shotgun. They're bringing heat. Caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to Northern Illinois. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Line gets set. First down. On the ground, it's Tavai. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And he's tackled at the 41. Good enough for a first down.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.